What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. In this video, we are going to talk about 3 of the best places for Americans to move in 2025, no matter what your age is. But before we get into that, smash like button. Costs you nothing, means the world to me. And if you're interested in more content like this, then consider subscribing to the channel. Now, with all that said, what kind of prompted this video is a gentleman in the comments asked, hey, is Albania a good place for me because I am a young guy from the West? And I responded something like, I think it's a great place for you, and I think it's an especially great for young guys. But it kind of depends what you want to optimize your lifestyle for. So if you're like a young entrepreneur, I would say these places are great for you because they're going to allow you to focus on building your business, eliminate distractions, and they have a fairly high quality of life and a really low cost of living. Now, with that said, let's go ahead and get on into this video. Oh, and one other thing I need to add is if you're not a younger guy, these are obviously still going to be great places for you as well. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump on into it. The first place is going to be what one of my previous videos was about, and that is Albania. And so if you don't know, you can go check out that video, and I'm not going to harp on the point too much, but Albania, extremely low cost of living, safe, high quality of life, or I should say good value for your money. The younger crowd speaks a decent amount of English. You can get beachfront condos for like $400 a month on Airbnb, which is obviously inflating the price, right? Really good location, really good climate, friendly people, open and really easy to access for American citizens, up to a year visa free. So that is one of the biggest reasons, I guess you can say, that it's a great place for young up and comers, because you don't have to have any sort of investment in order to stay there long term. Then getting a little winded. Then, obviously, because of the nice, I wish that was on camera. Then, obviously, because of the location, you get access to a lot of other places. So you could spend 9 months in Albania and then 3 months touring around the Schengen area of Europe. As everyone knows, some of my favorite countries: Greece, Italy, Spain, Portugal. There's a lot of like hidden gems in Spain, but Spain has some other issues, a little bit more expensive and so on and so forth, but really good location, and the time difference isn't as impactful as a place like Southeast Asia, which is next up on this list. So Southeast Asia, I would say, for me, the best bet would be Thailand. However, if you're solely looking for the lowest cost of living, that's probably going to be in a place like Vietnam or the Philippines or something like that. But for overall lifestyle, I don't think you can beat Bangkok. And that's pretty much, it doesn't matter how much money you make, it doesn't matter your age. I heard someone once say that Thailand is like Disney World for adults. And that's kind of true. But it just offers so much value for your money. Obviously, warm climate, safe, friendly people, decent level of English, not the highest level, but decent enough. Good health care, affordable health care, high quality, good infrastructure. Depending where you choose to stay, it's extremely walkable. Thailand, extremely good value for your money, and tons of people are obviously moving there for a reason. Tons of different lifestyles you can live in Thailand as well, because it caters both to like the backpack traveler as well as like the wealthier retired people or people just, with a little bit more money. It can suit all lifestyles. You can live on the beach, like in Koh Samui or Phuket, although I don't necessarily like those places that much. You can live in like more foresty mountains with like Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai. You could go to a place like Pai. You could go to like Krabi. You could go to a bunch of different places. Trang, which is one of the places I am quite familiar with. But obviously my favorite and the best of the bunch, in my opinion, is Bangkok. I also think Pattaya is rapidly overrated or highly overrated. And man, I could tell you some stories about Pattaya, but I would avoid there. Now, that takes me to the final place. And this is, it's tricky because I'm kind of trying to give you guys different places to go in each part of the world. So I favor Mexico personally, but I would say that the best of value would probably be in Paraguay. And here's why I say that. Mexico is not like bottom of the barrel prices. It is more expensive than you would think. And a lot of people are kind of shocked by that, especially like in the expat retiree crowd, because they'll come to Mexico and they'll be looking for like a 2-bedroom apartment in Colonia Americana for like $500 a month. And you are not getting that. And they're like, oh, everyone told me it's super cheap, blah, blah, blah. Well, they lied to you, I guess. And that's not to say it's expensive, but your budget would probably have to be around $1,000 a month at least to get something like that. But with that said, Paraguay, lower costs of living. It has a really good location because you can go to like Argentina or Brazil or Uruguay or like Chile or something like that. And so it gives you a lot more access. The thing is, Paraguay is a little bit distant from the rest of the world. Paraguay also gets super, super hot. So that is something to be aware of. But the obvious trade-off you get between Paraguay and Mexico is Paraguay, territorial tax, first of all. And so that is a massive benefit. But also the fact that it's lower cost, and so you just get a lot more value for your money. It's also relatively safe as well. So keep that in mind. And a cool thing about all these places except for Thailand is going to be that if you're like a younger guy, then you're going to be like getting in at the ground floor. So before a bunch of Americans already like flood the place, which would be a value add if you are interested in dating at least. But if you're not, it's still cool to be in a place getting in early because there's more investment opportunities. Not saying there's any investment advice, but there could be better opportunities if these places continue to rise. Also, Paraguay and Mexico both, really easy to get at least temporary residency. Thailand, you can do like education visas if you like want to learn the language, or if you want to learn Muay Thai or something like that. Or I think they extended the visa, and there's some other things you can do to stay there a little bit longer, but it's gonna take a little bit more money, so be aware of that. Now, with all that said, we're gonna wrap up the video here. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. And as always, peace, much love.